Welcome to ISAE-ENSMA, a prestigious institution at the forefront of aeronautics, mechanics, transportation and energy. Located near Poitiers, the historical birthplace of French aeronautics and home to the second largest engineering research center in France, ISAE-ENSMA offers a unique environment for learning and innovation. The campus consists of two main sections. The first is dedicated to cutting-edge research with world-class equipment, making ISAE-ENSMA a leader in thermomechanics and superalloy design. The second is focused on education, where we, as students, we spend most of our time. Learning here is divided into lectures, tutorials, and practical work, with a strong emphasis on hands-on technical skills.
Let us present you your first year at ISAE-ENSMA. Come with me.
The first year features a core curriculum designed to provide the essential skills across the main fields of expertise at ISAE-ENSMA, including aeronautics, energetics, thermodynamics, structures and materials, and informatics.
Unfortunately, the cliché is true. You'll have to go through mechanical engineering during your years in the school. It covers several aspects of mechanics, including ones you're already familiar with, such as the mechanics of rigid bodies, where you'll use Newtonian tools for rigid solids to define and optimize movements and trajectories, loads at junction in a mechanism, kinetics. You'll also explore fluid mechanics and other topics, such as solid mechanics, where you'll learn to formulate structural problems for different loadings on a system, such as traction, torsion, and bending. Additionally, you'll study the resistance of materials and material science. During your numerous tutorials, you'll work on real-world systems. In a more practical way, you'll engage in laboratory sessions, conducting experiments like tensile testing on mechanical specimens, or even manufacturing parts with precision machines.
We told you we don't just have lessons about aerodynamics, but there are still some. This domain is introduced in first year with flight mechanics, which is a basic approach. We look after all the parameters that impact the flight, to understand how a plane can take off, what determines its flying time, how it is stabilized, etc. etc. In the next semester, we look after a more technical part with fluids mechanics, to understand how fluids like air flow, create forces, and create movements. It is fundamental if you want to create in the future objects impacted by fluids like planes and rockets, of course, but also wind turbines, traditional cars, and even racing cars. In practice lessons, we have the chance to use as an example the plane built by 3 students of ENSMA. Personally, aeronautics bores me. What I prefer is thermodynamics. Here at ENSMA, we can study small machines, like this very small Mirage engine.
The first year, we focus on heat engines and heat transfer, starting with diagrams and later moving to practical experiments in the lab. We also dive into the thermochemical processes behind rocket launches. Over time, we will gain the skills to optimize engine performances and contribute to reducing their environmental impact.
It's obviously not a coding school, but you will still learn how to use a computer effectively. In your first year, you'll cover various topics related to computer science, including hardware fundamentals, the functioning of operating systems, data structures, and even signal processing in systems. Your tutorials will help solidify your knowledge of Python, which I'm sure you're already familiar with. Additionally, you'll be introduced to some C, as well as the widely respected ADA programming language, which is uniquely studied at ENSMA. You will also have the opportunity to work with machines on real-world applications, such as regulating a roundabout or controlling a small tank.
The school frequently allows you to participate to conferences. These conferences show you how each domain studied in ENSMA can be applied in the professional world because speakers are very usually engineers from worldwide companies.